Blog Talk Radio.
Check out the full episode of this on Mentellect Patreon. In the name of Ahmen, the Supreme, the All-Powerful, the one and only true Lord, in Ahmen we trust. As the Republic of Mentellect, the real 144,000 is being gathered to stay in time, the mentalists, the Ahmen race, the bright race. Good evening, I'm your host, Intellectual News and Mentari. This is Mentellect Radio. And tonight we're going to be discussing Bloodsport. Did the Ahmen make humans fight as a blood sport? Yes, they did, which they were not supposed to. They were not supposed to abuse the humans. The humans were only to work. The humans, the two-legged animal, the genetically modified animals, that's all the humans are, genetically modified animals. They were supposed to just work. And, you know, the work that they did consisted of building, you know, basically doing, you know, labor work, right? Labor work, they would be sent out to places on the planet where the Ahmen may not have wanted to go, but they might have wanted the humans to go there first and just, you know, basically test out the place, see if it was okay for inhabitants to expand on. And they would send these humans there, right? And they would go into these places. This is how your humans got all over the world. Your humans got from the caves all over the world because the Ahmen sent them to different places. The Ahmen sent them over into different places, and they had to live in those areas like Europe, right? Like different parts of Asia, and even into certain parts of Africa, right? Where your humans were living. That's your Asians, your early Caucasians, your East Indians. This is how your Aborigines and all these people got over into those islands and whatnot when they talk about in Australia. You see, those were some of your first created humans. These were some of your early humans. Like I said, you had the straight hair and things like that. And they would basically use them to work. They were basically, you know, just thrown together to put together that workforce and everything. And, you know, as time went on, you know, they were allowed to fight and, you know, whatever wars or whatever took place, you know, because, well, that really how the war started was, the Ahmen would send some of their humans into an area and another group of Ahmen would send their humans into an area. And sometimes they would let them get into little fights and skirmishes. This became a thing with the Ahmen. They basically started fighting the Ahmen. You see the same way the black men, the so-called black men, fight dogs, like they fight their dogs. You see, and let them tear each other apart. The Ahmen started this. You see, prior to this time, the humans really didn't know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because they barely were standing up on two legs. They would just jump on you, you know, and try to bite you and stuff like that. They didn't really know how to fight. Ahmen make humans to fight as a blood sport. Yeah, they did. That's why they like the MMA, they like beating and bashing on each other. That became sport to them. Beat on each other, bash each other about. Like the savages they are. No skill involved. Just straight pure savages. Like the animals that they are. See, respect the humans for the animals they are. You know, don't try to make them more than that. When did this happen in the beginning, the very beginning? Well, not in the beginning. At first, they was just working. And then, you know, they got bored. The Ahmen got bored. The earth down on them. And next thing, they start fighting, letting the humans fight each other as a form of entertainment. And it just brought out the animal in it. Why did this happen? For stupidity reasons. Stupidity. And obviously, like I said, it was allowed to happen because our people didn't realize what the humans were really for and what their purpose was on the earth. Were humans created to work? Yes, they were. That's what it means when it said they were meant to serve God. Who was that race of God? The Ahmen, of which you are their descendants, their overseers. Who taught them how to fight? We did. And we still ain't do much of a good job because, like I said, you know, sometimes one who's a fighter is a natural thing. They're not natural fighters. They weaponize things. They're quickly good at weaponizing things, but long term, no. For the complete broadcast, you're going to have to go to Mentellect Patreon. Go to Mentellect Patreon for this complete broadcast, because it will not, I guarantee you, it will not be on YouTube. Subscribe to Mentellect Patreon and join the Mesoamerican community.
It's the Republic of Mentellect, rising out the black race to the bright race, out the black race to the bright race. It's the Republic of Mentellect, black race to the bright race. If it's hell, Ahmen, then it's hell us. They tried everything just to spell us. Fed us religion, gave us fake gods. Through all of that, we beat the odds. Now we coming together under one flag.